Okay, this part is the grammar, and today we're going to study or remember the passive, how to create sentences in passive voice. So, in a sentence with a passive verb, the object of the action becomes the subject of the verb. Let's see the first sentence. The first sentence here is in active voice, and the sentence says, they have installed 10,000 new solar panels. What is underlined in this sentence is the object of the sentence, is the direct object. Why? Because the verb installed goes over the 10,000 new solar panels. Okay? How can we find the object of the sentence or the direct object in a sentence? We have to ask the question what. Then the question here would be what have they installed? And the answer for that question is 10,000 new solar panels. On the second sentence is in passive voice. As you can see, this sentence starts by 10,000 new solar panels have been installed. What is underlined here, the 10,000 new solar panels becomes now the subject. So, in the active voice, the object is after the verb, while in the passive voice, what is was the object in the active voice now in the passive becomes the subject of the sentence. So, to form the passive voice of a verb, we use a correct form of the verb to be, or be, plus the past participle. Pay attention to the examples. More and more money is being invested in alternative energy. Wine farms were introduced in Denmark in the early 90s. Fossil fuels will be replaced by alternative energy sources. As you can see, these three sentences are in passive voice. More and more money is being invested in alternative energy. Wind farms were introduced in Denmark in the early 90s, and fossil fuels will be replaced by alternative energy sources. These three sentences are in passive voice. And we have to pay attention to the use of the verb to be and the other verb that is in the past participle. In the first example, more and more money is being is the part that help us to create the passive voice. Invested is the verb that is in past participle. On the second sentence, where wind farms were is the part of the to be that help us to create the passive voice. Introduced is the verb in the past participle. And in the third sentence, fossil fuels will be all this part or all those four verbs, fossil fuels will be is the part or are the words that help us to create the passive voice. Obviously, with the verb to be, will be. And replaced is the verb with the past participle. Okay? So we have to pay attention to that. This is the first video of the passive voice. Then we're going to continue with the second one.